Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Movie Deputy Reviews, where we are here with another new release for you. If you are over here on our YouTube channel, you know the movie we're talking about already. And if you are on our podcast, we are talking about the new movie Primate. They thought he was family is the tagline of the movie. And we're going to be getting a little bit more in depth into the nitty gritty in this, but I want to let people know right off the bat that this movie is getting a guilty rating, like guilty. Like you don't want to eat before you see this movie, guilty. As much as I appreciate the fact that they stepped the gore up, they really stepped the gore up. So if you have a sensitive stomach, if you don't like intense gore, then this is not going to be the movie for you. Just putting it plain and simple. The whole movie is not gory. I will say that right off the bat. But the scenes that are take it up an entirely different level. And one of those scenes you get just as the movie gets started. It's like one of the first pivotal scenes in the movie. And the gore level, it was... I don't get freaked out by gore, but this was enough that even made me cringe. So if you know me very well, or if you've been listening to me very long, you know it takes a lot to make me cringe. I'm going, ew. It's like, and not to the point of turning away, which I'm sure a lot of other people were doing, but I'm just like, ugh. So if nothing else, you got to come over to the YouTube channel to see that reaction, because hearing it audibly doesn't quite do it, but the whole it is immeasurable, especially in that sense. Now, score-wise, you may be wondering where I'm coming in with this one at. Well, don't worry, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that for sure on this one. But I want to jump into the trailer with you here and kind of get that, and then we'll talk some more about the movie. So here we go.
911, what's your emergency? Crazy. Kill all the others. Kill the others. We're in Hawaii, baby!
This is crazy! This is home. There's someone I want you to meet. This is Ben.
Oh, my hand? He wants to shake my hand?
Yeah. Hi, Ben! Our mom rescued him, and now he's part of our family.
Ben, happy.
He's kind of cute!
Ben?
Did something bite him?
Ben? There's something wrong with Ben.
That's an understatement.
Hey, what happened? It's me, Lucy. It's okay.
Ben can't swim! Lucy, bad.
Give me the phone. Try recent calls.
Yes, it's ringing. Brad, listen to me. We need help.
Oh, you need some help?
Send some. Go!
911, what's your emergency?
You just send the police.
Ma'am?
He found me.
What's up?
Sure this is the right place? Who the hell has a pet chimp?
Yeah, if you were watching me for while we were watching that, you could see even I was like, "Ugh," just because I remember what was happening in those scenes. And no worries, no spoilers here. You don't ever have to worry about any spoilers here. Now, it's important to mention that this movie does deal with everything with sign language and everything. Lucy and her sister Erin are both coda. They are children of a deaf adult. So, because their dad is deaf and he's also a famous author. Well, Lucy is flying home to Hawaii to spend some time with family, and she's taking a friend, and that friend happens to bring another friend along, and they meet some guys on the plane, and so that's kind of how the guys you saw in the trailer are involved with that. But yeah, I heard their dad has to leave and to kind of take care of some business, so it's just Lucy and Erin and their friends. And Ben. Ben is a chimpanzee that their mother had rescued many years ago, and he was basically like family. He grew up with them, and that was his tribe of sorts. Well, things go very, very wrong, and I'm not going to spoil it as to how that happens, but Ben kind of goes nuts. Now, in the very opening scenes of the movie, it describes what hydrophobia is. And a lot of people don't realize that is also rabies. So, and don't worry, that's no spoilers or anything with that, but how that affects everything and how that plays out is not as obvious as it might initially seem. So if you are wanting a deep jump scare type story where it's just the gore is... Like I said, it just steps it up an entirely different level with this one. Story-wise, I mean, it flows fairly well. It seems like it could lead into something else because it doesn't end on a cliffhanger, but it does hint that there could be more to the story. So I guess we're just going to kind of have to wait and see on that one. But you might be wondering where I am at on the deputy scale. Well, this one might surprise you a little bit. I'm coming in at a 5.75 on the deputy scale. Now, mind you, there are some definite errors in this, and they're unmistakable. But the story kind of has enough flow to it, and it kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat because when you're expecting something to happen, it doesn't always happen, but then things happen when you don't expect them. And that kind of level of jump scare and intensity almost adds to it because this is meant to be that type of intense drama thriller type movie. It's more thriller than horror, but like I said, the gore does step it up an entirely different level into the horror field on that. So I want to share with you what I did for the podcast image. As you can see the poster right here. For the podcast image, I just shrunk it down and everything, and I did put the little logo thing in the bottom corner because I think this is a fan art poster. I just wasn't a big fan of the traditional poster that I found for this, and I didn't like how it was going to be looking in the square format, so I made some additional edits to that. But yeah, so that is my basically take on this. Like if you've got a sensitive stomach at all, then like I said, the gore just if you like horror, you're going to appreciate it. If you don't like horror, you're going to be grossed out beyond belief. So I hope that'll help at least somebody with this one. I know this one kind of went a little quicker than some of my other reviews do, but I covered everything that was pretty much important. And I hope that I have created some interest, that if you are into these types of movies, that you're going to want to check this one out. Reach out to me to let me know what you thought if you go out and check this movie. And I will be back soon with another movie for you. So as always, be sure to hit those buttons and turn on that little notification bell so you always get the latest and greatest deputy content. I hope you had a chance to check out yesterday's special episode. If you haven't had a chance to check that out yet, it is under our Movie Deputy channel. That's going to be where all of our bonus episodes are going up. So if you're not subscribed over there yet, be sure to do that, as we have multiple channels. I've got Movie Deputy Reviews, and then I have the Movie Deputy channel on the podcast side of it. And then on our YouTube, it's just part of it. So not a separate channel over here on YouTube. But again, I hope that helps everybody, and I'll be back soon. Bye.